Alright guys, my name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today we are talking about the 2-year anniversary here on the JP version of Dokkan Battle. Now, I do want to go ahead and start this video out by saying this is mostly / all speculation. We will know more on the 20th, at least the 20th in Japan, most likely the 19th here in the US. But I did want to make a speculation, kind of talk about what I think they should do, what I think they could do, and so forth. But to begin this video, I thought the best way to set this up to discuss this was to reflect on what they've done so far at the 6-month, the 1-year, and the 1.5 year. So on 6 month, we won't harp on that too much. It was a GSSR multi-summon. I believe it was summons. It might have been 3, but for sure at least 1 GSSR multi-summon. At the 1 year, though, that was when Gogeta and Janemba dropped the 2 Dokkan Festival summons together. That brought, of course, the Fizz, Gotenks, and a few other characters. And all of this took place last year on the 29th of January. And then, so all of the kind of festival stuff kind of started then. The 2-year anniversary stuff started then, or the 1-year anniversary stuff started then. Holy crap, if I can talk. And then the actual summoning banners did not begin until the 4th of February, so 5 days after the actual 2-year anniversary. And this is, of course, is going by everything I'm looking back here on the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle wiki page. So shout out to them, shout out to the subreddit, and shout out to some of my old videos as well for me reflecting back on to see some of the things that happened. So to speak on that, we should know more details on the 20th at 1900 Japan Standard Time, which will be the 19th here, and they're going to hold a live stream. And now this translation comes via the subreddit as well as Google Translate, but it appears, and Hadosama as well, but it appears on the 20th, January 20th at 1900 Japan Standard Time. There will be a live stream that will detail the events for the 2nd anniversary, show us a new, very, very, very hard event, which could just be a troll thing, could absolutely be a troll thing, or it could be something brand new, a 60 salmon event, or if it new 50 salmon event that, you know, is just harder than the super hard difficulty. And they give us some info on the new mode they've implemented. So definitely some very hyped things going to happen with this 2-year anniversary. Definitely very much so looking forward to seeing all those details, all the leaks for the potential new characters and so forth. So as soon as all that stuff drops, definitely be sure to stay tuned in the channel because we will be talking about it here as always. And also too, on that same note, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that little red subscribe button, consider that notification button, so that way once the details drop and I make a video, you guys get notified and you know the exact details, not a speculation video on it. As well as if you are enjoying this so far, consider hitting that like button. So the 1.5 year anniversary was Super Vegito and the physical Broly banner. That also was a buy 3 get 1 free, if I remember correctly, over on Japan, and of course it was here on Global. So now on that particular event, that dropped on the 7th of July, which 7/7 is a big deal in Japan, at least for Dragon Ball. I know I don't know too much about Japan culture, but I know at least on Dragon Ball 7, you know, so forth is definitely a big deal. So that's why that dropped on July 7th was Super Vegito and Broly. So now here we are, we're at the 2-year anniversary, literally filming this 4 days before we're going to find out all the information about that, filming this about a week and a half before it all actually drops. What could it possibly bring with it? Now, I want to go ahead and just get this out of the way. The biggest speculation, the biggest thing people want to see, the biggest thing I get tweets about, comments about, everything else about is Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4. Now, whether that's going to be Goku, Vegeta, Gogeta, or so forth, no one knows. Now, I will definitely say this. I don't know what is going off my hands right now, but I will definitely say this. I think for there to be a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, there needs to be a build up to that. So what I mean by that is we don't have a Super Saiyan 4 Goku yet. We don't have a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta yet. So it wouldn't make too much sense to jump right to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And you might say, now Nano, there's already going to make a Shinron. Nano, there's already a baby Vegeta in the game and so forth. But you got to think, Super Saiyan 4 sells, right? Super Saiyan 4 is going to sell. Super Saiyan 4 is going to bring brand new people into this game. Super Saiyan 4 is going to bring old people back. Super Saiyan 4 is going to get the current people playing the game to throw Dragon Stones at that banner like crazy. crazy. And one of the things I think we sometimes forget, we don't probably really forget as we're purchasing those Dragon Stones, but this is obviously a business model, and there is someone somewhere at Bamco over in Japan or something that already probably has a roadmap built out of the characters, the release dates, or rough release dates of characters to drop in this game for probably until 2020. And I know that seems crazy, but that's, I mean, this is a business model, and someone is tasked with strategically planning out these releases. You know, obviously we may not think that because we're like, what the freaking crap are you doing with this and this and this? But someone is strategically planning these out. And so they're the ones in the driver's seat, and we're the one passengers just coming along for the ride, right? But I think logically, if you think as a business decision, there is something floating in front of me right here. If you think as a business decision, it wouldn't make much sense to jump straight to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Plus, I think they will hold off for that until this game isn't as hyped as it is right now. I think right now this game is almost probably more hyped than it almost ever has been. But I think they're probably going to hold off. So what I think will happen, this is truly what my speculation, my true actual thing I think is a very big potential to happen for the 2-year anniversary is a double Dokkan Festival, one with a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and one with a Super Android 17. Now, whether they include a brand new Super Gogeta in this Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, a brand new baby or something of that nature in the Super Android 17 banner, or a brand new Cell or Frieza or so forth, I could see them easily doing that, and those two cards being the headline cards for that. Because remember, last year was Super Gogeta and Janemba, both of which were fantastic cards and still very much so ran to this day, which is honestly a lot to say given the fact of how much the meta has been changing throughout the course of the year. And on top of that too, to just go ahead and throw it out there, because I assume you'll want to know kind of what I think might happen with the leader skill passive and so forth. I think for sure you're looking at probably potentially, I don't know if they will do this. The power creep in this game right now is getting crazy, and for you to want to buy into a banner, you want to be sure you're getting a really good card. And at this point, especially for something as hyped as the 2-year anniversary, for something that's hyped that people have been wanting for so long, since like day one, Super Saiyan 4 transformation, if they were to do that, I could see it being a +3 key to all, not a limitation to super or extreme, +3 key to all, at least for Goku, and a plus 70% to HP attack and defense. I know that sounds crazy, but I could see them doing that, and then you could finally run Super Saiyan Rose and Vegito and all Blue Vegito and all these characters together, getting that +3 key, getting all that craziness off. It would be nuts, but I can see them doing it. Now, what is the possibility of a Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I'm not gonna lie, it would probably be strength. I don't know why in my brain, but I'm seeing a strength one. Let me know down in the comment section below if you think they'll do Super Saiyan 4 Goku, what you think his type will be. And I can still see, and I don't know if it's because we all kind of, for at least a sliver there, thought that the Demigod Intelligence card would be Super Android 17, but I'm still seeing him as an Intelligence card for some reason. I don't know if it's because he's an Android or what, but I see him as an Intelligence card. The other things that people are speculating, and this is something I've been seeing going around on Twitter a lot, I can't give a specific to who it was, but I've seen it so friggin' much, is a potential for a brand new Super Saiyan 3 summoning banner that potentially rebirths the old Super Saiyan 3 cards, since they aren't as relevant even with their Dokkan Awakens, and also bring in this Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Another one that we've talked about in the Dokkan Channel Man with the Gaming Claw, D-Free, and several other people, Theo, Dino, and so forth, is a Super Saiyan God Dokkan Festival banner, bringing in a brand new Super Saiyan God card and Dokkan Awakening, for sure the Int, Agility, and Strength one, and potentially that free-to-play Fizz one, but bringing in a brand new Super Saiyan God card that is fantastic. Dokkan Awakens into a TUR, or whatever you guys want to call the form above the base UR. And then also Dokkan Awakening those 3 OG Super Saiyan God Goku cards. Now that is also something that could happen. And then I think beyond brand new characters, beyond what they might do with the brand new characters for year 2, which has to be pretty hyped, right? Because Super Gogeta and Janemba were very, very hyped cards, especially Super Gogeta coming to the game, especially the 1.5 with Super Vegito coming into the game. And it's just been hyped since then, right? It's been this crazy just hype train of just crazy releases since then. But I think the only thing that can truly top those right now is a Super Saiyan 4. And the reason why I don't think they'll do Vegeta is because Vegeta doesn't come until, of course, the Shadow Dragon Saga. And we have already gotten things from the Baby Saga and pre-Super Android 17. So I think the next step would be the Super Android 17 saga. I think that would be kind of be a ton of fun. Now, many people aren't a fan of that saga in general, but a lot of people like the character design of Super Android 17, and I feel like a lot of people love the Super Saiyan 4 form. Maybe not so much just GT in general, but most people like and enjoy the Super Saiyan 4 form, or there wouldn't be the fan fiction of Super Saiyan 4 Broly, or Dragon Ball Heroes version, not so much fan fiction, but actual Dragon Ball Heroes, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, and so forth. You guys get the idea. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was the like what I was trying to say was the just brand new characters. I think there will probably be a guaranteed SSR multi-summon. Now, whether it's multiple of them, I don't know. And I would imagine they will bring back Rose. That's probably why it wasn't in the banner with Merge Zamasu. They'll bring back Rose. They will bring back Super Vegito. They'll bring back all of the just God tier cards up until this point and do a guaranteed SSR multi-summon. I would think they would do that, as well as obviously probably some crazy login bonuses, probably a crazy day one stone amount, like maybe 50 stones, 70 stones, 80 stones, 100 stones. And hear me out on this, and this sounds crazy, but the JP Dokkan loves to give away those crazy login bonuses, 10 stones a day. Could you imagine logging every day and getting 10 stones a day, 2 summons? You say for 5 days you got a multi-summon right there on your hands on top of a crazy day one login bonus. I have some notes over here. If you guys wonder why I keep looking down at this, kind of the things I wrote down that could potentially happen. One of the things, too, I didn't really focus much on is a brand new Super Gogeta. That could be the thing, too. Now, I don't see them really doing that too much, but they could totally bring us a banner that is a brand new Super Gogeta that is, you know, an agility one or a tech one. Or let's hope it's not agility. Agility is already OP enough, but if they do an agility Super Gogeta, rip any other mono class because AGL will be just unbeatable probably. But the other thing too, some potential things I saw over on the Twitterverse was a potential new LR card, potential brand new LR card. Go ahead and finish it all off. We don't have an LR Fizz. We have, of course, LR Intelligence Piccolo, LR Strength Frieza, LR AGL Androids, and LR Tech Goku. So LR Fizz is waiting there to be something epic. So that could potentially happen. So one of the other things I was talking about was maybe some brand new SSRs in the Baba shop. Probably not anything too bold. What I would love to see them do is remove some of the old SSRs and bring them over into the Baba shop, take them completely out of the character pool from the actual premium summons that you spend Dragon Stones on, and throw them in the Baba shop character rotation. Potential brand new SSRs to go into the Baba shop that you purchase Baba shop points. But I would almost like to see them pull some of the old SSRs out. Something, for example, that me and Talon talked about was the Tech GT Super Saiyan Trunks, if I said Goten Trunks, that doesn't have too much of a use anymore unless on a mono tech team, and even then there are much better mono tech units to run at this point besides him. So do something like that, pull them out of that unit, and then when you actually do summon an SSR, your likeliness of pulling one of the better SSRs goes up, right? Because essentially once it's time for you to pull an SSR, it then says, okay, this card's gonna be an SSR, and then it goes in and it determines from that character pool that can be SSRs to give you one. And so if we pull out some of these older SSRs that we aren't going to really use, it would be fantastic, because then your likeness for a Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku would then go up. So that would be awesome, and you could still obtain those SSRs if you wanted them via the Baba shop, via Baba points. So those are some of the things I'm thinking that they might do for the year 2. GSSR, brand new banner with potentially introducing Super Saiyan 4 to the game, and then of course they could do the Angel Goku. I don't know if they'll do that. It's something that's been leaked for a while now. We'll see, but definitely stay tuned to the channel, because as soon as this content drops, I will be making a video. We will be talking about it. We will be discussing the cars. We will be discussing the content. We'll be discussing this potential brand new mode and all these other things right here on the channel. So like I did say earlier, considering that subscribe button, consider hitting that like button. I've talked so fast, but I wanted to get a lot of content out and not make a too terribly long video for you guys to watch and enjoy. But anyways, guys, definitely let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys think is going to happen for the year 2 anniversary. Let me know what you think about some of this stuff we've talked about here in this video. And as always, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. And Nanogenix here signing off. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.